Hello, I'm Mr. Connor at Alleghany High School, and I'm going to introduce you very briefly to a tool that many teachers are going to be using this year with students, Google Meet. Google Meet is a video meeting app by Google that works with Google accounts, and it's very simple to use. It's not hard at all. So teachers will be using it in a variety of ways. Some will be using it. There might be some who use it for instruction, others who might use it for discussions or some conferencing with the working with the students to help them when they have problems, just checking in, things like that, for feedback and stuff. So it's a useful tool, especially if we're virtual or even partially virtual with a hybrid schedule. Very useful way to talk with teachers and really get to interact there. So your student will be given a code, either an echo, email. It'll be a link of some kind that'll take them to the room. And I'll just put one in that I have going right now. And so it will bring this page up first. Now we're not in the room yet. We haven't joined yet. We're just kind of here. We can see what's going on. Here I am. Hi. And you can join by their device. You can join by their device, or they can also. There's a call-in option that they have to get that information from their teacher. But if they're having issues and they just need to call into the meeting, they can do that. So we'll join, and here we are. We're now in the meeting officially. Others would show up. You'd have others. This list would have others who were in the meeting. There's also a chat box to ask questions. So a good chance to ask the teacher questions if they're in the middle of talking, instead of interrupting, just ask the question, and then when they get the chance, they can answer it here. Or you can put a question out to the whole group. So there's a lot of features there. You can turn off your camera, turn it back on, turn off your mic, turn it back on, things like that. Just remember that you've done that. Some teachers may require you to keep a camera on. Others won't. It won't matter. Just follow the norm there, whatever the teacher's expectations are. If you turn your microphone off, sometimes your teacher might mute you as well. If your teacher's muted you, and see, it's telling me the mic's off because I'm talking and everything, but I'm talking to the video. So if the teacher mutes you, it might be because either they're getting feedback or there's just too much noise going on. But if you need to say something, you can unmute yourself, say what you have to say, mute yourself again. Couple of things here to keep in mind. Just unmute since I'm the only one in here. These meetings are recorded for the most part. Always assume they're recorded. And for one, if you're having a class and the teacher's giving a lesson or whatever, it's probably going to be posted on Echo or wherever for those who weren't able to make it to be able to watch, or for you to be able to watch later on to get a refresher. Also, the chat box, everything in the chat box is also saved and recorded when that happens. So what that means is your behavior on camera, students' behavior on camera, things they write in the chat box, are saved. So keep that in mind. That can be a disciplinary issue if inappropriate language, inappropriate actions, or whatever happen in a Google Meet. That's also a disciplinary issue. The other thing to keep in mind is that teachers can't hijack a student's device or anything like that. If you have the camera turned off, it's up to you to turn it back on. They're not going to turn it back on for you. Another thing to keep in mind, make sure that anyone who's going to be on camera is dressed appropriately. You don't want anyone, they need to be clothed, they need to be dressed appropriately, nothing offensive, things like that. Things that you would expect in school would be appropriate. No students shirtless on camera or just anything inappropriate like that. Inappropriate logos on clothing and things like that. So just be mindful of those things. This is still a meeting, a class meeting. So always keep that in mind. And other than that, when your meeting's over, you click the red leave call button and you're out. And if you accidentally left, you can always rejoin or you can just exit out. But that's it. That's Google Meet. And I hope it was helpful for you.